everyone. Before you watch this clip, make sure you watch the previous clip on how to make recordings using Camtasia. This one will show you how you edit those recordings after you did record it. Okay, so I ended the last video with saying you press F10 when you're done with your video. What will happen then is you will get a screen that looks like this, with your video playing here, and then three options over here: save and edit, produce, and delete. Now, if you think it was a total mess, you can just press delete and try again. If you think you did it perfectly, you can press produce, but I won't recommend that. I would recommend pressing save and edit. Okay, after you click save and edit, just be patient while the computer opens up what we call Camtasia Studio. So it's a Camtasia records and captures what you said and what you did on the Wacom, and then the Camtasia Studio allows you to make changes to that. Now the first thing is they give you the editing dimensions. That's fine, just press OK. Then your clip, the one you recorded, would be here at the bottom. Over here would be, you can see the sound of my voice in these little pictures and here, and then also this screen over here shows the end result. Now the first thing I always do is I go to audio and I click enable noise removal. It just takes the sound of the aircon and everything that's behind me out of the picture. Right, then you can start listening to this recording by pressing play. In 2 and 3. Market equilibrium is when the quantity demanded is equal to the quantity supplied. Right, so obviously I want to take out that first part where I counted for myself before I started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play in 2 and 3. There we go. Now that first part I don't want. That's not something I want students to hear. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Now you ideally want to put this cursor here in a part where there's no noise, meaning where there's a flat line. Yeah, I'm saying something, so I don't want to cut in the middle of a word. So I'm going to put it here. Then I'm going to press this button, the split. Right? Then I'm going to delete this first part, and then copy both of these and drag it to the beginning. Okay, this cursor here skips to every part that's cut. So when I press that, it took me to the beginning. If I, for instance, cut a part here, then this one would take me to the beginning. That one would take me to this piece over here, this part over here. Right. This cursor just takes me a little bit forward or a little bit back, and this is the play. So let's listen how it sounds now. Market equilibrium is when the quantity demanded is equal to the quantity supplied. Right, so that sounds much better. The same thing can happen when you maybe have a or a R in your speech and you want it to sound good, you want to take it out. For instance, I can see that was maybe a mistake over there, because it's for a long time flat, and then there's some sound, and then it's flat again. So let's see what that was. Yeah, so I was stuttering there, so I just want to take that out. For instance, copy both, split it, put it on the other side, copy both, split it, select both, delete, just press delete on your laptop, and then copy both and drag it. And there we go, there's the mistake is out. The price at which that sounds better. So I don't want to teach you too much. It can be very complicated, but the most useful tool is cutting the recording into pieces and pasting it back together. It's literally like they would have done with an old film, cutting it with the scissor and pasting it together back again, and taking the parts out you don't want. So that's that. And then enable noise removal is probably the most valuable things you can do. Another thing I want to show you is when you're working with the webcam, it gives you two input streams. The one is the screen, what's on the screen, and the other is your face as recorded by the webcam. So over here is the first. You see there's a picture of me there, and the sound and my visual of the recording of the webcam is over here. This is the capture of the screen, and this is more sound. I'm not actually sure what the sound exactly is. So if you want to, for instance, sometimes have the video in the screen, you can just drag it in like here, and then it will play from now on as if it's embedded into the screen, like I've done in this video. So for instance, it would just start doing this. Both, split it, there we go. Or you can just take it out, put it in the grey part over here, and then it's not visible for the viewer. Put it in the other side, there we go. That's the camcorder. Then you just have to remember these tracks are divided into track 1, 2, 3 up to 6, so it can take 6 different types of stuff at one moment. The higher the track, the more to the front it is. So the recording of my face and sound is track 3, so it would be above track 1. So when it's here, you see it's in the front of what's in the background. So it's in descending order. The track 6 is in front, 5 is behind it, 4 behind it, etc. Okay. Then there's one other thing, we call it the zoom and pan over here. I would not recommend using it. It gets very complicated, but it can, if you want to zoom, you can use this to zoom in by changing this aspect ratio. Maybe you want to show especially this part or this part or whatever, you can do that. But like I say, it kind of gets messy, so I wouldn't recommend using it, but you can play around. When you do that, you get a little blue dot over here at visual animations. See, I drop down this and then I can open it up again, get this blue dot. If you want to delete it, just click it and press delete on your laptop. Sometimes Camtasia automatically puts in some zoom and pan. If you want to delete it, I just always open up this animation view and then just click all these and press delete on my laptop. Right, when you're satisfied, you go to produce and share. You hit produce and share. You can choose to share it on YouTube, then you automatically go in on YouTube and share it there, or I always choose just MP4 and then I press next. Choose a place like on your flash disk or wherever you want to record it, and then just hit save.